Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you today. Unscheduled live stream, just for fun. Thought we could get into it, chit chat, see how everybody's doing today. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're having a good time. Monday afternoon here over in Mycollectables land. We got a new comic to talk about today. This is going to be really cool. Iron Man 55. You got to love it, everybody. You got to love it. I wanted to chat about this comic a bit. Talk to everybody. See what you guys think. This is kind of a big one, if you ask me. It's a good one. We'll check out some of the in real life, versions of it, how much it's going for in real life, just to give you some comparison, just to give you a little bit of something to chew on before the drop tomorrow, because it's a decent comic for sure. Let me just make some adjustments here. There we go. Hey, Sarah, how you doing today? Good to see you. Hey, Blinky Blink. There we go. Sarah's finally getting on a live stream. Well, we're glad to have you. Thanks for coming. There we go. There we go. TOK Attic, what tier is Iron Man? I don't rank them by tiers. You have to go to another channel for that. But it's a really good comic. That is for sure. It is a really good comic. Here it is right here. I mean, we're looking at it. We're looking at it close. I'll show you some of the in real life versions of it to see the recent sales. Now, I know it's not the same because we're in VV. It's, the real world and VV. They're two different animals. But you can see this cover is pretty good. Monsters, I've tracked you across the galaxies for this moment. Even if you crush Iron Man, you can't stop the Destroyer. The Golden Avenger battles the Titans of Saturn and learns to beware the Blood Brothers. Pretty cool comic, everybody. I gotta like it. There's the common. There's the uncommon right there, just with Iron Man showing up. But the beauties are Thanos himself. Look at that cover right there. So cool. Signed by the artist down below. This is a great cover of a comic right here. I think it's going to fetch a little bit more than normal just because it's got such a beautiful cover. We all know that comic book art in this app really can boost something a little bit higher than normal. You know, so there's the ultra rare right there. I think this is going to be great. I'll give you some of my price predictions in a bit as well, right? But that's going to be good. And then we got the secret rare. Look at him. Look at him right there. Look at Thanos. So cool. So cool. We can't forget about the other Thanos comic in the app too, which we'll look at as well. And we're going to compare that. I'll do it right now. VV Thanos. I'm going to bring this one back up. This is such a cool comic. Look at this one. Thanos 13. We can compare the art, right? We got Thanos right here. That's cool. Look at that face. A face only a mother could love. Well, I love it too. You know? I mean, look at that beautiful cover right here. I think this new comic's going to boost this other Thanos comic. I don't think it's going to take away. I think people are going to go look at the other comic too, pick it up. I mean, look at that ultra rare right there. So rad. So cool. Thanos 13. And then check it out, the secret rare. Thanos wins. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. Now, this comic, Thanos 13, 5 very big. This was released in October of 2021, just before I came to the app. Literally a few days before I came to the app, this comic came out, and it's super rad right there. And you can see it's got all the standard stuff that you'd normally have. Although the rare variant, it's 23, usually has 2250, which is kind of interesting. I think I could be wrong about that. No, I think it's probably the same. Yeah, there's the rare. So anyway, you can see that this is pretty cool, right? So this is the other Thanos comic, and then of course now we have the second one. So which is better? Do you like that cover better, or do you like that cover better? Or actually, I should compare the ultra rares. There's the ultra rare right there, the previous one. You can put them side by side now. Let's do that. There you got that one. You got that one. You can put them side by side, you know, in your collection. And once we get them up on the showroom wall, that's going to be really rad too. So Thanos, you can't go wrong with Thanos. But this comic is the one that's coming out. You know, we've already looked at it here. 1973. So it goes back a bit. And then we got all the standard stuff right here. All the standard numbers. So that's cool. So it's the first appearance, right? He possessed the Infinity Gauntlet. Iron Man confronts the dual threat of the Blood Brothers. Guest starring Drax the Destroyer. So there we go. A little Guardians of the Galaxy connection right there, which is really cool. So we haven't seen the last of these people, I think. You bet. We saw Thanos actually show up in the What If series, if you remember that. He showed up in the zombie one, and then he showed up in the one with the Vision and Ultron, where Ultron, you know, takes over like the universe. And he sliced him right in half. So that's pretty rad. But let's check out Iron Man on eBay right here. This is a good place to start. These are recent sales on eBay of this particular comic. So one sold today. All right. And there you go. $19.50 for a 9.0. And that sold today, like today on eBay. So it's always good to kind of click into these. And we can just look at the actual, enlarge the actual cover. So there you go. There's the original cover 9.0. This sold today on eBay. So that's really interesting if you want to look at that. Like I said, it sold for $19.50 in terms of Canadian dollars. So probably about, you know, $1,600, $1,700 American if you're into American currency. But there you go. Beautiful comic. So you can see it's got sales, right? Let's just close that off. And then on June 3rd, actually, this one sold right here for something under $1,300. And that's a 7.5, right? And then this is a 9.8. And this is actually a milestone edition. So it's a reprint from 92. Sold for about $200. And look at the 6.0 sold for $1,000. So it's decent, right? There's another one on May the 27th. You know, this one sold for $1,500. This one right here is signed, and it sold for $4,300. Now, The reason I want to bring that one up, so this is the autograph right here. This one was actually, if you see the autograph down here at the bottom, was actually signed by the original artist. So this guy here, I know it's not officially signed like, you know, in real life. He signed it down there too, so that's kind of fun, right? But look at that. There you go. Signature series. You see, that's what they do, right? If you get an autograph, it gets graded by CGC. So that's pretty cool. So that one was signed. You know, so that's decent, right? So that's another one right there that was sold. These are all graded ones that sold. But check this out. This is interesting. Look at the ungraded right here that sold on eBay. All right. This one sold for $650 US or $817. And this sold a short time ago, and it is ungraded, just raw, ungraded, good copy too, but nothing crazy. So this comic is big, and this is before it jumped on Vivi. So we know we're going to get some Vivi sales on eBay. eBay is, you know, people are going from Vivi to eBay, right? So these are all the sales. Now, if we just click out of the sold listings right here, scroll down the bottom, just get rid of the solds. Let's just see what's going on with this comic. Iron Man 55. There's a 4.5 at 850. Let's actually, this is the this is the newly listed. So this one was just listed yesterday. We'll see if any more get listed today because of Vivi. 850. You can buy a regular with no graded for 555. And if we actually go to let's go price plus shipping, the lowest. There we go. And we'll go 1973 just to there we go right here. So you can get, there's a reproduction for 20 bucks, but there's the cheapest. This is just good. This is good reference for everybody. There's the cheapest version on eBay that is ungraded. Okay. It's going for 550 Canadian or about, you know, 400. There it is right there. So if you want one of these in real life, to add to the one you might get tomorrow, it's going to cost you like about 500 bucks. So it's a pretty decent comic, right? So when I talk about that, let me just get rid of that right there. You can see if you want a graded one, 3.0, it's going to cost you 6 or 70. And this one's got like 17 watchers. So, you know, it's decent, right? And there's a 4.0 and it keeps going up from there, right? Now, if we go to the highest listed one in terms of price, check it out right here. Here's a 9.4 signed by Stan Lee. Now that is pretty crazy. It's going for $27,000 or $17,000 in GPB, which is Great Britain. So that's crazy, right? That's crazy. But of course, that's signed by Stan Lee, so I don't know if anyone will buy that. But here's an 8.5 and a 9.2. I think the 9.2 is the highest we got that I've noticed. So this is the 9.2 sitting at 3,500 or 2,800 US. And it's got 2 offers on it. It's got like 25 people watching it. But that's gorgeous. Look at that. So if you really want to go after this comic, you can do that. That's pretty cool. All right. Now, if we get back to here, we see this. Now, how much is this going to go for? That's the question that people want to know. Like, how much is this going to go for? So I'll tell you how much I think it's going to go for, and we'll see. So you get the common. It'll probably be 7 to 8 gems tomorrow. This is my price prediction on that. 7 to 8 gems. You know, I think it'll go over retail for sure. It's Thanos' first appearance, and it's a good comic. So, you know, that's what, you know, the Nick Fury comic's doing. The Avengers 4 comic is doing. It's around 7 to 8. Now it's up to 8 to 9 after like about, you know, a week or so after we pile through a few thousand listings. So this one probably go from 7 to 8 or so. I probably say around 7 to 8. I think the uncommon is going to be very much the same. Maybe just like a buck higher, maybe a gem higher, maybe like 8, 8.5, probably something like that. I'm guessing. That's what I think. This is where it gets a bit interesting though, because these covers here are so great. The rare. I mean, this is a great cover right here, if you ask me. It's probably going to be about 25 to 30 for that one right out the gate. Could be higher, but that's going to be good. Now, this one here, though, I think this is the cream of the crop. Now, it's not the rarest, of course. The Secret Rare is the rarest, but I think this one's going to go for about 120 just because the cover is so gorgeous. Now, you know, could be lower, could be 80, 90 or so. We'll see. But I think this one could reach about 120 tomorrow. You know, people selling it right now. I don't know how many people buy it at that, but there's only 1,000 of them. So it's pretty good. And then the secret rare is probably going to go from about 300 to 400, I would think, right away. And then it'll probably come down a little bit, maybe in the 275, 300 range. But it could go higher, everybody. This is Thanos. And Thanos brings out a ton of emotions for people. A ton of emotions. So that's sort of what I'm thinking on that. Let me know what you think as well, right? But it should be a pretty cool comic. And if we get to the app right here, let's go and see the comics right here. I'm comparing it. You got Sergeant Fury right here. So this is what happens. This is a comic I've been stacking. It's still up to about 8 gems now. So I don't see Thanos being higher than this one at a common right out of the gate. So 7 to 8. That's where this one sort of started. It was a little bit lower even, but it's Nick Fury, right? And then if you look at the secret rare on it, 255, right? So I think Thanos starts, this one started out at about 300 to 400, and now it's come down to around 255, 260. You probably expect the same movement on Thanos, I would expect. But Thanos is like a big character. He's more famous in some ways than Nick Fury, especially the comic book cover, right? Because if you look at these comic book covers, they're cool, but the Thanos cover is better than this cover here, The Thanos Ultra Rare is nicer than this, if you ask me. I think most people would agree, right? So I think it's going to garner higher than that. I mean, this one's only going for 40, which is a joke, by the way. An absolute joke that the Ultra Rare of Nick Fury is going for 40 to 45. That is crazy to me. What an absolute amazing deal. We scroll down to Avengers. There's Avengers 4. This is one of the more recent ones. You can see what's going on with the common now on this one. 9 to 10. I was buying these at 7. It's creeping up as they slowly get bought. And I think Thanos is close to this one in regards to what people will pay. Look at this one's 300. So I think Thanos is somewhere between Nick Fury and Avengers 4. But, the market will tell us. You'll decide. You guys will all decide, right? And then we can, see what we want to do. Like I said, I think everybody should go after this drop for sure. Definitely. If you do get a common, though, consider flooring it for above retail that way, because I think it'll sell. I think it'll sell its, above retail. If you want to get your money back at $6.99, it's got to be around $760, $765, something like that. If you want to just flat go even, if you get a common, you don't like it. I think if you throw that back in the market, I think people will buy it up, no problem. It is Thanos, it's this one. I think people will buy it for sure at that price. But if it goes down to 5 or so, heavy stack, everybody. Just pump it. If it goes down to 5 or 6 and you could spend 60 gems to buy 10 of them, easy. That is an easy flip later on. Just super easy, right? And if you grab one of these puppies, I just hold on to it for a bit. You might want to throw it in the market right away, though. Make your gem flip if you want. If you get the secret rare, you can do the same. You can throw it in the market for 300-400. Wait till it comes down to 300, 250. Maybe snag it back. That's what a lot of people are trying to do. But I'll be going after this comic for sure. I'll be getting the secret rare if I can, because it's such a good one. It's a really good one. Now, is it like massive Grail? Not necessarily, because like I said, this is how much it goes for on eBay, right? And it's a nice comparison. They're different. They're not the same exact thing, but it's a nice comparison, right? Like I said, you got a 9.2. So this is an indication that people are interested, because this is going for 7,500. It's got this comic. This is 9.2, right? Now, check it out. It's got 41 people down here watching it. It's got 36 offers. All declined because people are trying to lowball. But it's got 46 offers. So people like this comic. This is not some comic that no one's interested in. People are really interested in this comic and always will be, because Thanos' first appearance is big. Now, I think this one reached all-time highs before in the real world when Thanos was at his peak, of course. So it's come down a little bit over time, but it's still a super hot comic. People love it. I mean, look at this one. There's 72 people watching this comic. It's double signed by Stan Lee. It's so cool, right? It's so cool. So there's a lot going on with this stuff right here. There is a lot going on. And it's a very cool comic, right? So let me know what you think about that, everybody. So like I said, I think it falls somewhere between, this one here, 310 or so. And it'll eventually probably fall somewhere in between the Nick Fury right here that we just got. Now this at 255 is a joke. I own one of them only. But this is a joke right here. Nick Fury? I absolutely love it. I've started my stack right here on this one, everybody. I've started my stack on this one. So, so cool, you guys. So cool. So let's get to the chat. Let's see what people are doing. I'm going to put this one up on screen right here because I just love that cover. Look at that. It's Thanos. Let's see how people are doing really quick. Dalamo, are you going to sweep the floors? Is that what you're doing? Are you doing that now? Thanks for coming. What's up, drop heads? Yeah, Sunday buckets. Here's a little news for you too, everybody. So if we go to eBay, okay, and if you go to my eBay, right here, this is my eBay. I got my listings here. So I'm selling, you know, some toys and things like that. But what I'm also selling, which I just got in today, I just got my shipment in case anyone's interested. You get a drop head shirt on eBay. This is it here. I just got it. Isn't that rad? Look at that. It just came in. So I'm shipping them out to the people who bought. I think there's only 8 left. So if you want to go and buy one, check it out. Look at that. I got a couple shirts. It looks actually really nice. I'm actually really impressed with it. So I'm really impressed with it. So I'll probably do another order later, but that's up on eBay on my eBay. You know, you can get it through my Discord server too, right? That's where we can get it though. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I wanted to go back to where Thanos was right here. Let's go back. There he is. Okay, let's put this back up on screen. There we go. So yeah, I just got the shirts in today and they fit really nice. I'm actually really impressed. So I'll order some more, probably another run of them, but a different version. So Sunday buckets, how you doing, my friend? You just picked up the new ultra rare New Mutants 98 for 55. That is crazy. The secret rare is 1K. Seems like the ultra rare is very cheap. Thoughts? Yeah, let's look at that one really quick. Let's look at that one. Let's go back to the comics. So that is the New Mutants 98. Let's sort by title. We can easily get to it. Then we can just do that. We'll go down to X-Men. There we go. Load up, load up. Let's go. Keep it going. Spider-Man, Marvels. We got the N. I think it's up here. New Mutants. There you go. So you just bought the ultra rare right here. Nicely done. That's Deadpool, right, everybody? 55 to 60 gems. Fantastic. Let's go to the details. Let's check it out. Let's go look at this right here. How many we got here? 2,400 editions. So it's got more than normal ultra rares, but it is Deadpool. This is awesome as well, right? And if you could actually go and you could get the secret rare on this comic too, that would be great. Check out the secret rare. It's at 1,000. This guy was up 2,000 before, not so long ago. So that would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. So good job on that one, Sunday Buckets. I have to agree with you. Gary's here. How you doing from the Bay Area? Good to see you. Jorgo. So many good deals on the market right now. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. T-Breeze. Any significance with the Thanos 12 Ultra Rare? I heard that it was a special sought-out cover. I really actually don't know about that. This one, though, like I said, this Thanos cover, are you talking about the Thanos 12? Okay, so you mean Thanos 13, this one right here? This is fantastic. Look at that cover. It's so gorgeous, everybody. I mean, he's got the stones in there. This is the previous Thanos, right? This is this one here. I think this comic's going to get a bit of a boost. I want to check out where this comic is in the market right now. So if I actually go here, I can't actually sort. I can't actually search by title here with the comics. So let's go Thanos. Here he is right here. What's he going for? Everybody guess. What is this one going for? Secret rare. 291. See? Nice. 291 to 300. Holding its value, everybody. The people who own this comic really enjoy it. It's a good comic. You know? First appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's crazy, right? The Cosmic Ghost Rider, right? If you want to see who the Cosmic Ghost Rider is, okay, let's just type him in here. Boom, boom. The Cosmic Ghost Rider, everybody. This is why this comic is great. In case, I don't think people really understand that comic, but this is the Cosmic Ghost Rider right here. So that Thanos comic is the first appearance of this guy, and you have to wonder why we got that in the app back in October. Oh, I don't know. Is the Ghost Rider coming to Vivi? I mean, not coming to Vivi, coming to the MCU. Yeah, he was actually deleted out of the Strange Tales movie. He was actually in that movie, and there's a little deleted scene. They decided to just wait on him. They don't have to put him in there yet. They're going to give him more of a bigger, better entrance, but he's in the Thanos comic, right? So this is the comic that he's in. So that's why this comic is really good as well. It's not just Thanos, in case people didn't know what this comic was all about. And there you go. You got the Secret Rare right there, right? So that comic, let's go back to it right here. The Secret Rare is going for about 300. So it's maintained. It is really maintained. Let's look at the Ultra Rare on that one. 90, right? So nice. And this is during dips and bear markets. People aren't really selling this comic that much. All right. There's 22 Ultra Rares. Look at, there's only 48 of this one. 18 for the rare. Great price if you think about that, now that we have the new Thanos in and the Cosmic Ghost Riders in there. And then we got the look at the 300. I mean 1350. There's only 38 of them, so you can see that people are not selling this one. Look. So check this out right here. We got another one. 7 to 8 on the common. Okay, and the floor goes up quick. There's 99 available. So that is really fantastic if you think about that one. Right? That's actually quite good. There you go. Bob Sales, I sent out your comic that you won and your shirt today, and I signed the front for you just for fun. Not the shirt, but you know. Oh, you love the new Ultra Rare. It is so nice. I mean, look at this. Sorry, I'm in both right now. Okay, let's close that. Where am I? Where am I? There we go. I know. Look at that. So beautiful. So they would go really nice together. So like I said, I just wanted to clarify that this comic, all right, and this comic, this comic does not diminish this comic because this is a Ghost Rider first appearance. I just wanted to preface that and put it out there so people know that this comic is great. Now, I don't own any of this comic here. And now that this Thanos one came out, it actually reminded me of how awesome this particular one is. So I might have to go back and grab a couple of these because look at how low the floors are. No one's selling. This is the uncommon. No one's selling it. There's 38. There's only 38 sales. And I mean, if you really think about it, there's probably about 20 actual sales because once you start to get up into this range here, it kind of like goes from 49 to 97. I mean, it's, you know, pretty unrealistic. So it's around 12 to 13, right? So that's pretty rad right there. That's pretty rad. I wonder if there's a 4-digit available. Oh, look, there's a 4-digit. Oh, look right there for 15 gems. There's a 4-digit. That's pretty nice. I might want to snag that one. But look at the Ultra Rares, about 90. That's so rad. Look at the rare, 18 gems to 20 gems. Look, there's a 4-digit right there at 2404. That is a sweet price for Thanos, for a rare right there. And then this one right here. You got lots of options. Oh, there's some nice 4 digits. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 4 digits in a row. The number 69 mint right there, 6,900. That's pretty good. All for like under 9 gems. You can stack it up. That's a good comic. But we'll see how this one does tomorrow, right? Rob stuff. Oh, man, didn't know you were live or I would have rated you before I got off. Oh, Rob, that's all right. If I was just on your stream, Rob. I had to get back on the air and talk about this market and stuff. Thanks for having me on, Rob. That's all right, my friend. That's all right. There we go. Jurgo wants the Warriors to win. Well, they tied it up. It's 1-1 now. How's everyone? Great to see the same names. Yeah, there you go, everybody. How you doing today? I hope you guys are having fun. Ray, how you doing, Ray? Good to see you. We got VBK in the house. We got Cole Pop in the house. VBK, all digital, baby. All digital all the way. No, we don't want any real world comics getting in the way of our digital. Stan Lee signature, not that uncommon. Some fans like it, some don't. It's a hard sell. Yeah, it's funny with Stan Lee, Some people love it. Some people don't like the cover sign, like the comic signed itself. So like if he signs the case, that's much better. Like on the outside of a graded comic, when it's on the comic itself, some people don't like that. Some people do, right? What time is it there right now? Right now, it's 5:00 p.m. my time, right? So Ray's definitely going for the drop. He likes all the covers. Actually, you like how the rare pops. Yeah, the rare actually looks really good too. I know that Rob and I were talking about that earlier. Look at that. Super nice. Look at the skulls down in the corner. You can really see the signature. So like I said, this is going to be a good one here for sure. This is going to be a good one. When will cash out on VV be available? Let's let VV answer that. Apparently, we're going to be hopefully getting it by the end of the month. We'll see what happens. We'll see. It doesn't matter to me too much in regards to like my actual collection because I'm not going to be cashing out during that time at all. But it will be interesting to see what happens in the market, right? It really be interesting to see what happens in the market. You know, so that comic's cool, like I said right there. But let's look at what's going on in the market. Let's look at Fantastic Four #1. Look at this, everybody, the common right here. You got to absolutely love it. 58. Actually, this has gone up in the last day. It was down to like 50 to 49 or so, and somebody's been sweeping them up a bit. So almost at 60 again for Fantastic Four 1. That's really nice. Vengeance, I know people have been sweeping this one, the common. It's still really cheap. It's at $5.39, but it was under $5 yesterday. So people are actually grabbing this comic. They're starting to like, you know, stack it up a bit. Try to find a 4-digit. Look at that. There's one there at 620. That's nice. That's what I do. I go for the 4 digits on the floor. I haven't started stacking this one yet myself. I have the secret rare though. Secret rare is looking good. 175. Always looking good. The secret rare on this one. Nice and strong and solid. This is what I'm talking about by art, okay? So this cover right here, this gets more value because of the art on the cover than if you look at the difference between the common and the uncommon on some of these others, they're like about a gem difference on some of the newer ones. This one's actually about 3 gems difference, 3 or 4 gems. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually adds up. And it's because of the cover. I mean, look at the cover. Everyone loves this cover, right? So it goes for more, $10.99 to $11, right? And then, of course, the common is still sitting at around 5.5 to 6. So it's almost double. And that's because of the art. So that's why this variation here and this variation here, I think are going to go for a bit more than normal just because they look so great. Now, we'll see what happens, right? It's up to whoever gets it on the drop if they want to just dump it. Because, you know, people they're going to be going for this one and this one only. And then if they get this one, they're going to dump it too, right? So you be ready. You be ready with your gems if you're interested in this comic because it's easy money. So we got more. So like I said, I've been stacking Nick Fury right here. This is the one I've been going after. It's up to 8. So I picked up 10. I'll pick up more. That's the one I've started to stack now because I'm done with well, I'm not fully done with Avengers. Let me just go right here. Avengers 4. I'm not fully done with Avengers 4, which is down here somewhere. There it is. Avengers 4. Okay, so that's the one I was stacking up. Okay, so but there's great prices. Let's just check out Carnage right here. Let's go. We got Carnage #1. First appearance, about 13. That's a beautiful comic. There's a 4-digit right there at 16 gems, everybody. There's a couple, another one at 18. Those are the ones you want, if you ask me. But this is cool. Now, like, talk about the difference. This might be the best uncommon on the app. 37, right? And there's a nice, look at this. I looked at this one earlier. There's a 4-digit for 39. That's a nice comic right there, right? And I really want to get this secret rare. It's at 540. I'll have to get it at some point. I'll get it at some point. That's what I'll have to go after, right? Here's another one I put as a stacker right here, everybody. Stacker alert. Total stacker alert. Oh, it's actually higher than it was when I put it in my vid. There was a bunch of them at 7 and 8, and they're gone. They're gone now. So, you know, it's still at a good price at 12. I mean, that's a joke if you ask me. That's a joke price. All these prices are great for the future. For the future, right? You have to know that if you're getting into anything now. Of course, Spider-Man 1, check it out. Let's check out the value of this one in the market right now. Under 50. So this is good. So say you have like 250 gems, you could buy 5 of them and you're sitting pretty for the future on that one. But it's been at that price for quite a long time, around this range. So the good news is it doesn't really fall much further than this at all. 45 maybe, but it's pretty steady at this. So it's a good safe bet at that price. But this is the one here. Look at this. If you can get to this level, now it's at $38.99. Secret Rare Spider-Man #1. I mean, oh my goodness, right? Under 4,000. But it goes quick. Look at the price on that. It goes fast. There's only a few there. And then it jumps up. And that's the way these work. These Grails work. And if you saw my video today, I'm telling you, I said, focus on those Grails, everybody. Focus on the Grails. It's what you got to do. Right? That's what you got to do, everybody. This is just my opinion about it. But I'm telling you right now, focus on the Grails. You know, you don't have to go for every drop that comes out. The comic book tomorrow, yeah, definitely go for that. But you don't have to go for the, you don't have to go for the Harley Quinn that just came out. You don't have to try to flip everything. You don't have to spend gems on that and then lose them in the market after because you're trying to get like a low mint or hoping that it would go above retail. But then when you noticed it didn't go above retail, you decided to dump it and lose 20, 30 gems. You don't have to do that. You can just like not go for it. Because remember, here's the thing I wanted to say too. Not all of these drops are for you. They're not for like a lot of experienced people in the app who have a lot of the first edition Grails. These drops, these new drops, not all of them are for you. They don't have to be for you. Not every single drop you have to go for, right? Like I don't go for all the drops. And it's not that I don't go for all the drops because I know it's going to go under retail or anything. You know, that's one reason, but it's because I don't need Harley. I don't need that Harley Quinn. As cool as it is, I don't need it in my collection. I'm focusing on the bigger stuff, the Grails, especially now. I can go back and get that Harley Quinn later if I think it's cool, or I'll just wait till after the drop and buy it off somebody who's selling it for half price. So you don't have to go for drops on all of these collectibles. Now, I would go for almost every comic book drop because if you do land a secret rare, that's just a nice, easy flip for you. You know, that's just my opinion, right? But like I said, some of these drops are for newer users or people who can't get to the Grails. And that's great because, you know, they need something to buy. Everybody like a Harley Quinn is great to have and have fun with in your collection, for example. But you don't have to go for all of them. You could ignore some of these drops outright and just save your gems for the Grails. Like, think about that. You could go like, how much did the Harley Quinn cost? You know, how many of the stuff I just showed you could you stack up for the same price by just ignoring the drop completely and not losing some money, right? So that's how I look at things. So that's what my video was about earlier today. You know, I put that out. You can take it or leave it, everybody. You can take it or leave it. But look at this. Look at these great deals. There's Spider-Man 3. Massive comic. Look at the common right here. 18 to 19 gems. You spend $100 on Harley Quinn that came out, or you can buy almost 6 of these, right? For me, it's a no-brainer. Of course, I'm a comic book guy, but I love the collectibles as well. Right? Amazing Spider-Man 50, another great one, right? Now, this is the one here. This is Kang. And I know we were talking about this earlier when I was over on Rob's stream. Go follow his channel if you want, guys, but check it out. Look at that Kang right there. I know he's got itchy fingers. Someone's going to scoop that 5250. Look at that. Look at the jump on that. That's where you keep your eyes open. Look at the rare. Now, in case people don't remember, this Kang comic, he's coming, right? He's coming back. He's already been in the Loki show. He's coming again, season 2, and he's going to be one of the main villains. Check it out. It's only 1,000 editions of this one, right? 25 for sale only. Goes from 255 pretty quickly over 300. That's a nice one. Now, I own this one. I own one. I own edition number 930, so a 3-digit. But look at this. 140 jumps to 170 pretty quick. This is where I focus my gems on, is stuff like this. Look at the Avengers here. I mean, the uncommon. I love this cover. I don't own this one. I really want to get this cover. This is super fun. I love this. Iron Man's pointing at him. It's a really unique cover. I love it. 110. Sweet price right there. Of course, you could go to the ultra rare level. There's only 500 of these. Look at the price jump. 780. Boom. It's basically a secret rare right there, everybody. So that's where I'm focusing my stuff like that, right? Let's scroll down a little bit further. Let's check out some stuff right here. This is going to be great. I love it. There's Fantastic Four, like I said. Now there's Doctor Doom right there. Look at this. Look at the comment on that. 42. Holding steady nicely, usually around 50. But it's a pretty good, comic book right there for sure. Like amazing comic. And you can pick that one up. The ultra rare, people like the ultra rare. 329. No slouch for an ultra rare. Look at the secret rare right here, everybody. 1950. This comic is massive. This is huge. This is a monster. I don't own this one. I'd love to own that one. Such a monster of a comic. Okay, so let's get out of the comics. Let's go into the collectibles for a sec. Oh, by the way, this is quite funny. So at the beginning of my screen here, you see how I have all zombies here? And I was like, why do they keep showing me zombies in the front of my screen right here? Is there something going on? But then I think it's just sorted Z by Z to A, like it's sorted all the way. Because then if I looked at the comics, I also have like Y, X, W, W. So I think it's just, and then down here they have X-Men, Weapon, Voltron. So I think they're sorting in the front here on the web app by like, So I thought I was like, what's going on with why do they keep pumping zombies in my face here when I'm like trying to, but anyway. Well, this is the big one right here, everybody. The Emperor's Fist. We love to talk about Vader. It's so great. It's so fascinating to watch him now. He dropped down to 14, but here he is again, right around 15. So he's kind of holding strong right in this spot right here. And what do you think? People don't seem to want to let him go beyond 14 or so, 14 to 15. He doesn't want it. People don't seem to want to drop him lower than that. So that's pretty interesting, That's pretty interesting that there's 464 available in the market. So the listings have dropped since yesterday. Now I'm tracking him every single day just for interest's sake to see where he's at. 464 listings. I think he dropped by about 20 listings overnight. And what does that mean? That means some people have delisted. Some have sold for sure, but some people have delisted, Let's go secret rares. Let's go secret rares on the collectibles. You remember that video of that guy who did all the Electros? That's hilarious. There's a secret rare Electra. You can get one for under 100. I don't know if you guys saw that video. That was pretty funny. Pretty cool. There we go. We got Ahsoka's lightsaber. Look at all the secret rares you could get right here. Pretty cool. Secret rare Spider-Man's come down. Now, this is the one I wanted to talk about, the Thor. Thor's down to 359. Now, this is since last night. I wanted to show you. Last night, it was about 398, 395. So these listings right here are new. And check it out. There's a 3-digit right there at 370. That is a nice pickup for Thor's secret rare. Now, I already own this collectible, so I don't need to pick up another one at the moment. But look at that nice juicy 3-digit there. And then there's a 787 right there, 395 for 25 gems more. But for 370, that is a nice deal, right? So what do you think about that? Are you going to pick up Thor? His movie is coming on, July the 8th. It's coming, right? And by the time July comes, if we have the MTL, it's going to be nuts. So we'll see what happens, right? Let's get back to the chat really quick. I can field a few questions for sure. I'm just going to go back to the... I just want to put this guy on screen because it looks so cool. I love it. I love it. What should we be buying right now since everything is low? Well, if you watch the video I just did, I just said focus on Grails or don't buy anything. That's just my opinion. You can spend your money any way you want or your gems any way you want. Just do whatever you want to do. But I'm focusing on only type Grail stuff at this time. There's no point in me personally buying anything else for hobby-related purchases or, collecting or fun. Like I can do that. I can totally go, buy there's lots of stuff I love on the app that is just for fun that I just want to, have fun with and play in the showroom with. But I'm not spending any of my gems on any of that stuff right now. It's all the Grail type stuff. And I know Grail's a loose term and everyone's using it, but I'm talking about all the top stuff, right? Because that's what the experienced users are doing. And that's what people are doing right now. I'm not going for drops. So I don't need to go for drops like the Harley Quinn drop or whatever. I know people didn't too, because I think it's probably still for sale. But I don't need to go for drops like that and risk it and see if I hope it goes higher. No, I'm just saving my gems Unless something big comes, I'll go for this comic tomorrow big time, because I always go for comics, because I still searching for that secret rare, everybody. I still have never dropped a secret rare. I've never got a secret rare on the drop. I've never minted one the entire time I've been here. Of course, from January 13th, like April 30th, I didn't get a single drop at all during the season of the bot, right? I didn't get any, so that knocked my numbers down for attempts. But since then, I've been getting comics and all sorts of stuff on the drop like you have. Still never gotten that secret rare. Still never gotten that secret rare. You can't wait for mine. Oh, you talking about your shirt? Yeah, the shirt's coming. Look at the shirts. They're coming. If you guys want one, they're pretty funny. They look pretty fun. Ray, you ordered your drop head t-shirt. Awesome. Yeah, so that's on its way. I'm mailing them out tomorrow, and the next day they're all going to be out. Anyone who's ordered. So it'll take a day or two to get to you, a couple days, but that'll be fun. And then, represent them, wear them, have some fun. They're all good. What do you think? This is David. What do you think will be the next big grail to land on Vivi? I think they might do a Vader golden moment. Yeah, David, maybe. I think the next big one's going to be a comic. It's probably going to be Amazing Fantasy 15. Okay, that's probably what I'm guessing is going to be the next big one. And if we go here, I don't even think there's one for sale. Let's go. Let's go if there's an Amazing Fantasy 15. Oh, these are solds. Okay, no, there's no solds here. These are all, I don't want to look at solds. Let's look at price plus shipping highest. Oh! Oh! Look at this. I'm gonna shrink myself down a bit here. Look at that. You want to talk about a grail coming to Vivi? This is going to come to Vivi one day, everybody. It's pretty much confirmed. David Yu was asked about it. He's like, oh, yeah, I would think so. That's pretty much what he said, exact quote. So check that out. Are you kidding me right now? Look at that. You guys want to grab one? Look at this, you guys. Let's see. What could you afford? So if you get a 2.5, look at this. This, by the way, if you could get your hands on this comic, man, in real life, if you look, here's the cheapest one you can get. It's a 1.0. Look at this. VV Comics will never do this. They'll never get torn, ripped, shredded, but it's kind of cool. I kind of love that this one looks like this, but you notice the similarity to this comic, right? You notice the similarity to this comic? See what I'm saying? You ever wonder why this one's worth so much in the app? It's rare, but look, this is key. This is a key issue. In case you didn't know. That's what that comic does, right? But look at that. It's absolutely crazy. This has got 161 people watching it. 58 offers, all right? All declined. Not all of them declined. Some of them are expired. You can see an expired listing here. I mean, people want this bad. And if it comes to the app, which it will one day, this is going to be megatory, everybody. Mega. Look at that. Go pick one up right now. You guys got the gems for it? 46,000 Canadian, because I'm in Canada, so it's showing Canadian prices right there. Scroll down here a bit further. Look at this. You guys want to see this? This is how big this comic is. Okay. This right here is page 1. Just page 1. And a single page is going for 4,800 US. Just page 1. You know what I'm talking about? So that's the next grail. Okay. That's what I think is coming, Dave. I don't think there's anything bigger coming as a great. We're talking big time stuff like a Vader level. Like, it's going to take that. There's nothing bigger than Vader. Like, what else could come that's bigger than Vader right now? Like Pokemon? That's not coming anytime soon as far as we know. We could show up tomorrow, though. We don't know, right? But should I get another Vader or Steamboat Mickey or Superman? Well, it's up to you, Kryptoni. So you have a Vader already, right? Do you not have a Superman, or do you not have a Steamboat? So I would put Vader, then Superman, then Steamboat in that order. So it's up to you. If you want to stack Vaders, that's cool. You might have some time, but like I said, if we look at the market right here on Vader, if we look at him, just look at him, okay? He's holding steady at 14 to 1,500. So people are hoping he goes down to 1,000, and that could happen. But he's been tough at this spot right here. He's been tough, all right? And by the way, I'm going to throw this at you too. Don't forget about this bad boy right here. Because look at this. He's come down from 28 to 29. Todd McFarlane. Okay, 25.50. So if you don't have a Todd, remember Todd and Vader went at it. They're battling last week. People are like, oh, Vader's better than Todd. And people are like, oh, no. And Todd said, no, not yet, Vader. I'm still number one up here, in regards to those two. And he's right there, right? But he's at 25.50. Now, I purchased my Todd at 20.50. And so if you keep your eyes open, you might be able to snag a McFarlane if you don't have one right now. It's not just all about Vader, all right? There's other ones too. Like if you can get a Todd, whew, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. There you go. Yeah, we'll send it over to you. La Kangaroo. Hey, recently bought Strange Tales 110 Secret Rare. I'm surprised at the low price. Comics and crypto rates it higher than Fantastic 4 or 5. What do you think? Yeah, it's a sweet-ass comic, and it's one that I don't have and one that I really want to get. And I will own it one day, Just like, let's just find it here. Did I pass it? Let's just do this. This is easier. I wish I could just search it up. Come on, where are you? Am I missing it? You guys ever seen Wayne's World? Wayne's World's like, you will be mine. Oh, yes, you will be mine. One day. Look at this. $7.99. If there was ever a time to snag this one, now is the time. $7.99, $8.20. I don't have 799 gems at this moment. But if I did, oh man, there's one other one I'm going for. Big time. But this is big time. Now, the reason it's cheap is because there's 39 of them for sale because it's still new, right? It's still brand new. Once this gets down to 25 or so listed, then you're going to see this price a lot higher. Back up. It climbs up to 1,000, then then a few sellers jump in. It's just where we're at right now. But this is Strange Tales, man. Strange Tales. Do not dispute it. There's no dispute. Yeah, it's a great comic there, La Kangaroo. Yeah, you going for the drop? Good. Cryptos with Taco. How you doing, my friend? If you land a secret rare tomorrow, are you selling or holding long term? I'm keeping it. If I land a secret rare tomorrow for $6.99, I'm keeping that comic. I'm just going to keep it because I love seeing the $6.99 and how much I paid and how much it ever is worth. And then it saves me having to chase it down in the future. Because if I sell it, what am I going to go do? So let's just talk about this for a sec. So let's say you land this one in the market, right? Okay, unless you're just looking to stack up your gems and stuff like that for something bigger, which is totally cool. If I sell this, what am I going to use those gems for? To go for another like Harley Quinn drop or something? No, I'm just going to keep it, right? And this is my point. People selling Grails to go after lower end stuff. Keep your high end stuff right now. Just keep it. Like, don't sell it for cheap. You want to buy for cheap. You don't want to sell for cheap. So if I was to get this tomorrow and I put it out there, the only way I would do it is if I put it out there for 500-600 gems, bigger than I think it's going to be. And then maybe somebody snatches it and then I got those extra gems. Then I wait a couple hours and buy it back at 300. That's the only play I would do. But, for me, I'd probably just keep it because the way I like it, I like having that $6.99 original owner tag in, not tag, but the original owner in, of the comic. And when I do my accounting at the end of the month and you watch my vids about when I do my breakdowns, I like the numbers being, this is what I paid and this is how much it's worth because it keeps my profits even higher, right? If I sell it and I get, say, 500 for it, and then I maybe buy it back at 300. I get those 200 extra gems. That's fantastic. That's one way to do it too. So, but I think I would just keep it myself, cryptos. This is just the way I do it. Everybody's got their own way. It's all good. It's 1 a.m. in the UK. Go to bed, Bob Sales. What are you doing? Bones B. I'm on a streak of 1 common, 1 ultra rare. Let's see if I can do it again. So that's what you got? Like you keep getting a common and an ultra rare on these comic book drops? Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, I need to get that secret rare like at some point. I got to get one on the drop, don't I? I mean, a lot of people are getting secret rares. I haven't gotten one. People have gotten them back to back, and I still haven't got one. Vivi, if you're listening. KO, ultra rare. You like the ultra rare. Yeah, the Black Panthers comics ultra rare action went very cheap. Go by fast. Only 40 minutes left. There we go. Do you think we'll ever get another Star Wars comic? Oh, yeah, 100%. 100% we'll get new ones. We got the Obi-Wan comic. There's a lot of new Star Wars comics that we're getting. I don't think we're going to get the older Star Wars comics anymore from the original line of comics from Star Wars. I don't think we'll get those. Like, which one here? Like this stuff. Okay. This is Star Wars number 4 from the original series, right? Really beautiful cover. My favorite cover of the whole series. And I don't think we'll get any more of these. Okay. I think they'll stick with the new stuff now. We got the Obi-Wan comic that came out. They're going to want to promote their newer comic line. That comic line isn't canon. It's all kind of, legends. That's why when you go on to marvelwhatever.com, if you look up the covers, it says Legends below, and Legends is not canon, right? It's not the official storyline, except for the first 4 issues there, because first 5 issues, because that's actually the movie, right? It's just the movie. So Avengers 4, baby, best bang for the buck right now. I know, Tony, I know you were stacking them too, right? I know you were stacking them too, just like me, right? Yeah, that's up to 10 right now. It's fantastic big world comic. And, we can check that one out too. So there's the Amazing Fantasy. That is a fantasy if you can manage to pick that one up. Good gracious. Look at this, Avengers 4. Let's go. Let's check out Avengers 4. Oh, here's a little one right here. In case you didn't know. $22,000 for a 9.2. Okay, 20-something people watching it. Massive in real world comic. I don't think people really know. People don't really know, do they? It's okay if they don't. People learn. It's okay. Takes time. Got a 7.0 for, 9,000. We got 14 people watching right there. If you can see my screen. Let's go to the solds, because that's really what you want to do. Let's go to the sold items right here. Oh, just on the 28th. Look at that one. Look at this one. Sold for, let's see here. It was listed at 6,000. Let's actually go back. Go back here. Okay, it sold for $6,000. A 5.0. There's another one. So, it's a big comic. This one actually, fair enough. This one sold on the 27th. For under 4,000. So yeah, that's a big comic, everybody. And what can you get it for now on the app? I wonder what it's going for on the app. Let's take a quick look. Shall we again? Where are you? There you are. Now I know that's it's not, it's the common, but oh, look, there's one under 10. I love to wait. Okay. I love to wait. I'll wait a couple days. There'll be another 6 or 7 or 8 at 8 or 9 gems. I'll sweep them up. Thank you very much. And then look at the secret rare sitting at 310. So, not bad, right? Not bad. That's a decent price, but I got one. I got one of these. I got one of these big time. In fact, I sold my Ghost Rider secret rare so I could get the secret rare on this one and stack the commons. That's how much I believe in this comic. We'll see what happens though, right? We'll see what other people think. That's okay. I know the good comics too, man. I know them. You have Ultra Rare Spider-Man 1. Got on the drop back in the day. Nicely done, Jeremy. Keep that one. When do you think the market bottom will come? MTL? Hard to say, right? Hard to say. I don't know if there will be a market bottom. Like, I don't know if it will be even lower than it is now. I mean, it doesn't matter because anything you get now, if you could get it for another 20 to 30 gems lower, in a week from now or whatever, great. But like some of these items are kind of already at their floor, like, Spider-Man 1 and all that. They're like 45 to 50. It's been sitting there for a bit. Some of these are kind of already where they're going to be, I would think, The question everyone wants to know is about Vader, right? The big thing about Vader is that, nobody thinks that Vader's bad. Everybody thinks Vader is amazing. It's just people just want to get him for as cheap as they can. Fair enough, right? So no one's like questioning whether they should own a Vader. No one's questioning whether or not he's a Grail, top 5 in the app. Everyone agrees. Like I think 99% of people all agree. It's just when do you pick him up if you don't have him, if you're trying to get one? Like when do you get him? So, and then there's people, I guess, playing the game or trying to flip them for higher, buy back in and all that. So you'll see what happens. If you can do it, great. It's a risky game though. It's always a risky game. So I think we have time. You still got deals here. I'm talking over the next couple weeks. Keep your eyes open. We'll get the news from VV. Either way, no MTL or MTL. Now, if MTL gets canceled for the end of the month, what's going to happen to the market then? If they come out and they announce, I'm really sorry, MTL is not coming out at the end of June. We just can't do it because of X, Y, Z. It's going to come out at the end of August. Okay. What's going to happen to Vader then? Do you think he's going to tank? I don't know. I think he's going to go up. So you're playing a dangerous game, right? Now, if MTL does come out and they actually do release it to probably like limited people first, I think it's going to be like the web app. They're going to release it to like limited people. It might only be to the people who have the web app, right? And then we'll see things slowly progress, right? Long term, what do you think would be higher? Darth Vader Ultra Rare or Golden Moment R2? Darth Vader, 100%. 100% Darth Vader, just my opinion. Now, saying that, I've always predicted that the Golden Moment little combination sets, the original sets, I think owning a set like C-3PO and R2 in the future will get us something. That's personally what I think. And if that happens, then you're going to see that nice little set, jump up. But I don't think it's higher than Ultra Rare Vader. Nothing is higher than Ultra Rare Vader in Star Wars, pretty much. Unless they come out with like a secret rare Luke Skywalker with only 500 editions, then you might see that one higher. But even then, everybody loves Vader more than Luke, right? In terms of just like, Superman versus Flash. What about it? I think it's great. It's one of the best ones that came out in the last while, but it just got sandwiched in this horrible time. Flash, first appearance, big comic, big DC character, fantastic. It's probably worth exactly what it's worth right now. We can check it out really quick. Let's check it out. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Went for 120, selling for 62. You can pick it up for half price from what VV wanted to sell it for right now. But I wouldn't buy it right now. Like I said, I'm only focused on the Grails. I ain't focusing on that stuff. But it's cool long term for sure, especially at half price. You want me to check out Amazing Spider-Man 252? Oh man, that comic is so rad. I love that comic. I wish I could get it. It's probably about, I'm going to guess it's 2,000. Is it at 2,000 right now? Where is it? Where are you? There you go. 2150. Yeah, it's still there. Still there. It dropped under 2,000, but this is massive. This comic is mega. This is a mega comic, everybody. It's a mega comic. People selling the HQs for under retail after they got to choose which one to go for cracks me up. Yeah, it's so funny. So like, I'm not bothered by that at all. Okay. I just think it's crazy behavior, and it's really funny too, because like, people like thinking that it has anything to do with like the owners of VV or something, right? You don't have to buy it. That's my whole point, right? Like you do not have to buy any of the drops. You don't have to go for you can skip them. So if you're going for that Harley Quinn drop and you know which one you're buying and you're hoping it goes over retail so you can flip it and make more, and then it falls flat on its face, That's on you. And then if you sell it in the market for half price, then people like me are going to take advantage and buy it. I think it's great. So, you know, like I said, if I walk into some shop and I buy something and I take it outside front and I sell it for half of what I just bought it for immediately, you know, the person who's buying it from me, they're not, why would they be upset with the store sold it for? It's nothing to do with the store. It's everything to do with the person who bought it, right? So it cracks me up too. And when it's a blind box, I can see it like on a comic book. But when it's not a blind box, it's just funny. It's just funny to me. New Mutant Secret Rare under 100. Yeah, I know. Great prices, guys. Secret Rares. Lots of Secret Rares under 100. In fact, let's check that out really quick. Let's just look at all the Secret Rares. And I like to use this app to do that. Okay, in case you guys didn't know, you now have 1% of all Amazing Spider-Man 3s. Peter the man. Nicely done. That's incredible, Peter. Congrats to you, my friend. Okay, here are the comics right here. That's incredible, Peter. There's someone who knows what they're doing. Let's go Secret Rare. Now, can you guys see these? Here are the cheapest Secret Rares. This is as big as I can make it on the screen, so sorry, everybody. Okay, so, you know, lowest is 64, Fallen Sun. You know, we all know the bottom dwellers at the moment. Captain Marvel 14 at 80. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Whoop, nice little dip up. Night Nurse, New Mutants, Miss Marvel. This one's interesting here because it's Mystique, right? It's Mystique. Remember that. She'll be showing up soon. That's a decent comic. This one's also pretty interesting too. Okay. Yelena, you know, Black Widow's sister. This is also decent too, right? Cable. There you go. That's a good comic in the real world too, in case you guys didn't know. This comic, Strange Tales, this is also a decent comic in the real world. Pretty valuable. The reason that one's valuable is because it's really scarce in the real world. Mordo is cool, I mean, but he's not like the highest level. And then look, you got Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, Secret Rare, under 100. So those are the under 100s right there. There's the under 100 crew. You know, X-Men 200, West Coast Avengers. This is what I find funny. Land Shark, okay, is worth more than Strange Tales 111. What? Okay, everybody. Sure. Whatever. These are great too, by the way. Look at this. Black Cat. These Spider-Mans are great. I love these. Look at this. Look at this one here. This one's so awesome. I own this one. This one's really good. Look at the price on that. 110, 120, sorry. You know, Iron Man 118. There's only 250 of them. It goes for 125. So, you know, it is what it is, everybody. It is what it is. Vengeance is nice. What If is nice. And NYX is nice. Those are all good. Look at the zombies under 200. We got to have a zombie shows coming again. The Marvel Zombies has their own show coming, right? So that's really cool. So anyway, that's good fun. That's good fun right there. You got to love it. Let's go back to that really quick. Oh, man. I just love it. This is great, Peter. Wow. If you're still here, congrats, man. That's going to really pay off for you in the future, too. That is going to pay off big time. Amazing Spider-Man 3. I stacked a bunch of those before. And I made money selling all of them slowly over time. Because now I have the Secret Rare. Do you have your tickets for the Jurassic Park? Well, I'm in Canada, so I couldn't get them. But I do have a friend hooking me up. So hopefully I get 2. Do you? That should be fun, right? I think once the floor realized on Darth Vader, we will not see this floor again in the future. Very likely. Very likely. It's Vader. There's a lot of things going to change when MTL comes here. A lot of things are going to change. It's going to be crazy. Do you consider Darth Vader a Grail or blue chip? A Grail or a blue chip. I love how we try to tag these. It's true. Oh, he's top 5 in the app. Let's just say that, Lewis. He's a Grail. Big time. He's for sure a Grail. Yeah, I agree. You got 2 on the drop, Lewis. Yeah, he's a Grail for sure. Maximum Customs, thanks for joining, my friend. Awesome. Okay, Maximum Customs, you get a free Drophead NFT for joining, right? You know that. So now that you're a member, you can just DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll send you the link for the Discord and all that, and you can come in, and I'll send you your Drophead NFT, which is great. Okay, so thanks for joining, Maxim. Good to see you, my friend. That's great. You can get in on the Discord server and chat around. We're having lots of fun in there. But any member gets a free Drophead NFT, and we got lots of members now, which is good. I just passed a milestone. We just passed 1 ETH in sales on the Drophead, so it's really fun. So if you guys want to get on that, do that too. And there's YouTube with this nice crown Drophead. VV web version looks awesome. I can't wait to get it. Yeah, I know, right? So I'm thinking that, you know, with MTL comes out, if they do it and they give it to certain people, they might, you know, sadly for a lot of people, but they might give it to people who only have the web app at the moment. Maybe that's how they roll it out, and they don't do it like, you know, across everybody yet. But there'll be another wave of web app entries coming probably very soon for a lot of people, right? The biggest bro, how you doing, my friend? There you go. Where are you? Where are you? I missed your comment. Okay. After seeing a lot of the community this weekend, I can't wait to meet you in November, MC. I can't wait to take the most positive picture known to man. Yeah, the biggest bro. So I saw a picture of you, you know, with the owners, with David and Dan. And you are the biggest bro. You're a tall dude. So yeah, I can't wait to look up to you when I meet you. So thanks so much. I wish I would have went to that event. That would have been so fun. I really should have went. I should have bucked up and gone. I didn't know it was going to be as cool as it was. And I could have flown down for it probably. It would have been pricey, but I think it would have been worth it. I mean, I'm up in Canada, so it's a little harder for me to get down there. But, you know, would have been so cool. So, yeah, I can't wait to meet you too and everybody else. Hopefully you guys go to the one in November, because I'm going to go to that one. And I really want to meet everybody. I really want to meet you guys in person. Jay Sands, what do you think about Cavell saying that Thor is more famous worldwide than Vader? Well, I don't agree with that at all. And I respect Cavell. That's cool. I mean, he's not wrong that Thor is absolutely amazing. Thor is fantastic. But he's not more famous worldwide than Vader. Not even close. And I know he's trying to make the comparison that Marvel movies are more, you know, more valuable. They make more money than the Star Wars movies, like in general. But Thor is his own character. So you'd have to say like Marvel is more you know, famous or whatever than worldwide than Star Wars, but you can't put Thor up against Vader. That doesn't work. And this is coming from a big Star Wars fan and a massive Marvel fan who's grown up living and dying with this stuff. So, but everybody's got their own opinion, and that's totally cool. I respect it. YouTube, drop heads. Vader's a Grail. Yeah, you don't even own one yet. Yeah, well, there's time, right? This is a great time. Here's Vader right here. Bang. 1475, holding strong. Now, if we want to check out Vader's other ones, you want to stack them up? Look at this. Stack up the common. The common's going to be worth 300, 250. Easy. What do you think of New Mutants in 87? First appearance of Cable. It's under 90 gems. Yeah, I love that one. So I have 30 of the common, all 4-digit. Okay, so if you go to my own collection here, because you can see my collection right here. All right. Here are my comics. I don't mind showing this. It's all good. There are my New Mutants. I got 40, and they're all 4 digits. All right. So I'm going to sit on those because Cable's rad. And then, of course, I have the secret rare. Right. So, yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it, you guys. Love that comic. Really good comic. Love this guy, though. Secret Rare Thor is a sleeper. Yeah, I own one of those, too. He is fantastic. He's absolutely amazing. He'll be up there higher. I picked up a Secret Rare Thor right away on day one for $3.99. And he's like what is he? 375 or something like that? Where is he? Where are you, Thor? Let's take a look at you one more time. By the way, you want a deal? Check out the rare. 25 to 26 gems. Look at the rare. That is amazing. Let's go to the secret rare over here if I can click on it. Yeah, I had to really click the corner, but there you go. 350. Okay, so, oh, the 349 one just sold, by the way. There was a 349 one. It sold. 379. You can see all these listings came today. 359, 370. Now, you got to ask, like, what are people selling him for, right? So, like, what do you want the gems for? This is my biggest question. You're going to buy him back later for cheaper? Okay, fair enough. But if you're selling Thor Secret Rare to go after lower level stuff, then I wouldn't sell my Grails to go after lower level stuff. I'll sell my Grails to go after higher stuff, but not lower level. You're about to scoop the Coke Globe. Secret Rare. There you go. Secret Rares are great, everybody. I mean, look at if we go just to the market here, okay, and we search. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let's go to collectibles. One thing good is that we can look at all the secret rares right here on the web app. Here they all are, everybody. Here's all the secret rare collectibles, and you can pick them up all for cheap. Nothing on this screen right here is expensive right now. All of this. And think about what that would do for you for Master Collector. Now we get the secret rare Spider-Man. There's the snow globe right there. There's Thor right there. Spider-Man 29. There's the Aston Martin. Now we got some pricey stuff. Deadpool's okay for sure. But look at all this stuff. Ghostbusters logo and all that. Yeah, those are crazy, right? Of course, the ticket and that one too. Those are nuts. But if we go back to what you just said, the Coke Globe, 350. Look at that Coke Globe. Look at that. There's a 3-digit on the floor right there. That's fun. My UK DEPCON shirt, LOL represents. There you go. You've never gotten a secret rare comic on the drop either, and you've been in the app since before Marvel. Robert, you're even more due than I am, my friend. We got to do this together. Come on, tomorrow. Let's go. You and me, let's get the secret rare on the drop. We deserve it. You deserve it more than me. That's crazy. Also, bro, what do you think about the first appearance of Kamala Khan? Is that recent Captain Marvel comic that dropped with the new Kamala Khan TV show that's set to release on the 8th? Yeah, definitely. So if they do something really nice with her, with that character, and people like the show, and then they add her, you know, they add her to like the what do you call the MCU, and she gets a lot of good attention over the next bunch of years. This comic is going to get more play in the real world as well, and in here. You know, it's 80, right? So no problem. The only problem I have with this, I've said this a few times, is I don't like the leaves on the backpack there. I think they did a crappy job on cropping that. And I think they need to fix that. Get rid of those leaves. You know, they don't need that on the secret rare. I don't like that. But the comic book itself is cool. I actually like this Captain Marvel, this common. Looks pretty rad right there. You had 2 secret rares in the last few weeks. You got the Strange Tales 110 and Sergeant Fury. Nicely done, Strange Tales. Unbelievable. Sergeant Fury, unbelievable. Congrats there, Shrumpalump. Maximum Customs, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that, buddy. I really appreciate that. And another one. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate that as well. Wayne's World. I know. I love that movie. It will be mine. It will be mine. You don't like the secret rare art? It looks like bad because of the cutoff. I know. I was just saying that, right? Like, you know, like we got the nice ultra rare cover here, which is pleasant and happy and, you know, whatever you want to like. It's all good. And then, you know, you get the secret rare and they just chopped off the thing right here like a bad Photoshop. You know, and like I'm a graphic designer. It's one of my jobs, right? And that's my main job. And then like I would just clone that out with Photoshop. I could take that image right now and clone it out. You know, it would take me literally 5 minutes. So they could update it. They updated Thor when he had no teeth, remember? Vader or Partners? Yeah, Partners is probably the bigger one, everybody. But hey, people are really dropping Partners. If he keeps going down, the market will decide, right? Let's go Partners. Can we see it? Does the search work? I don't think the search works for Partners. Well, let's go to market. Let's go to brands. Let's quickly go to golden moments. Let's quickly go to Partners. Where are you? Oh, you beautiful Partners. Oh, dropping down to 7,400, 7,400. Dropping them down, dropping them down. For why? Are you looking to sell to buy other stuff that is below partners? You know? Goodness gracious. Maybe you're selling partners and buying, 3 or 4 Vaders. Thoughts on lightsabers long-term price? Yeah, they're going to be fun. So they're going to be fun and everyone's going to want them just for fun over time. And the price on them is going to be great. No problem. And remember, they're going to do another collection, right? So they have one collection. They're going to do another collection. You're going to get more lightsabers. It's going to be really great to have the whole collection. Who knows what they'll do with those as well. But the fact that they're animated, and they're having lots of fun with them, I think they're great. I love them. I absolutely love them. Now, if they're going to be like big time Grails, no, right? They're not going to be big Grails like a Vader ultra rare or something, but they're super great and you'll never have a problem. Like if you try to sell a lightsaber right now, it'll go fast, everybody. You have no problem selling lightsabers right now in the market because people are buying them and they're going to be owning the lightsaber store, like have 200 of them. And if you want one in the future to play with, or if a new person comes to the app and they want to play with a lightsaber in the metaverse, they're going to have to go through someone's shop to buy it. Sold 200 comics or so for 4 secret rare Thors and 3 ultra rare Aston Martins. Scrounge up enough for the secret rare Loki also. Nicely done, Dane. So you're just, you're accumulating, you're funneling into those bigger things. Those 4 secret rare Thors, that's going to pay off big time. Because there's no doubt that that's going to be 1,000 gem item at some point, 1,500 gem item, easy. The Aston Martins are great too. There's only a couple thousand of those. People always talk about the secret rare, but the Aston Martin, the ultra rare, there's only like 2,000 of them or something. So that's great. And the Loki, that's pretty cool too. Maximum Customs, Cable's first appearance for under 90 gems. Will this go up in price, my friend? Also from Canada, by the way. Good for you. Eventually it will. It's a secret rare, but it's okay. I'm thinking way down the road. That's why I picked it up. And also I like this. I like for Master Collector, I like a nice secret rare 6 points because remember, nobody's talking about Master Collector program right now at all. I don't see any videos being made about it. It's not much on Twitter. People are just flipping and stuff where I'm stacking. So I stacked 30 of those comics for cheap, for like 4 gems each, all 4 digits. And then I got the secret rare. So that's a nice Master Collector chunk right there for cheap. And, then the price, at 90, no problem. It'll go up over time. It's a secret rare. It's Cable. It's a good comic in the real world too. It's no slouch. You've never gotten, oh yeah, me too. Do you think Amazing Fantasy 15 is coming in August? Well, I don't know about what month, but it is coming. And we've already looked at it here on the stream. It's a massive comic, but it's coming to the app, everybody. You just wait when the confirmation comes. It'll come probably after MTL. I don't think it'll come before MTL. And when it does, that is going to be, if you're not here for that, if you are not here for AF 15, then, I'm sorry. You missed out because that is going to be big. And all the rest of the Grails. That's why I'm focusing on Grails right now. That's all I care about. Stacking up the really high level stuff in the real world in the app for cheap. Getting myself ready for stuff like that. Going to be crazy. What tier do you rate? I don't use tier systems, but I just think it's a really nice comic. If Todd and Vader were both the same price, which would you buy? Well, I would rate now if they were the same price. It's a good question. Good thing I don't have to make that choice because they're not the same price. But if I had Vader and Todd, well, I bought my Todd at 2,050, and I would probably take the Todd first, Vader second, because Todd's number 1 on the app. And I've always thought that Todd is just the best. So I have my Todd first. If they were side by side, I'd probably do the Todd first and then the Vader, but it's very close. But the only reason is because the Todd is number 1 on the app, number 1 all time, and it's number 1 Batman ever. Vader has less editions and it's Vader, but there's only one of those Todds. And, I would take the Todd first. Just me. There we go. There we go. ASM 252 rare is the same floor as the common right now. Crazy. Just check that out. Check that out. Comics. Let's go. Come on. How come it's not giving me my, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. 252. The rare? Wow. Holy crap. What? Who's doing that? Look at that. Look at the floor, everybody. Sunday Buckets. Sunday Buckets, what are you doing? Are you going to go for that? Who's going to go for that right now? Are you kidding me? I don't have the gems for it. Look at that. Where am I? Over here? Over here. Where is it? Right there. Look at that. Oh, it goes behind the screen. Holy moly. Somebody wants a Vader. Someone wants a Todd. Someone wants liquidity. Someone wants to stack up a bunch of Avengers 4s. Holy moly. Wow. Now that's called flooring. Now, granted, this is a hard comic to sell because it's so valuable. So it could be sitting there for days before anyone buys it. But look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't know. Do people really realize how rare this is? Check it out. There's only 175 of these in the world. Holy moly. What do you guys think about that? Thanks for saying that, Sunday Buckets. That's incredible. Vader or common Amazing Spider-Man 252. I'll take Vader, but believe me, that common is fantastic. I mean, you know, I already got one. I already got one right there. But no, the that common is amazing. I'll take the Vader though, personally. Just my personal choice. But that would be close too, because you know, they're different. They're comics. There's way less of those Amazing Spider-Mans. Vader, Todd, and Superman's a Grail. It's a matter of when. Yeah, that's what I think, Joe. I agree. So like I said, nobody is debating whether Vader is a Grail or Superman or anything like that. Well, people might want to try to debate whether Superman's a Grail. He's just been in the app for so long that people just, you know, they just forget. But like, you know, everybody agrees you got to have one. It's just what price are you willing to spend, right? ASM 252 is not even a Grail in the real world. Yeah, but this is VV, right? This is not the real world. This is the VV verse. And when you have something that limited and it's a popular comic, I don't even want to defend the comic. It doesn't need defending. It is what it is. Look at it in the market. The price is high. I don't need to defend it again. What do you think of the Black Panther #1? It's okay. There's a lot of lag on my side. Sorry for repeating some messages. No worries. I thought for some reason you weren't getting them. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just behind in the chat a bit. Is there a better comic I would trade my Secret Rare Black Panther #1 in for? Well, I don't know what the price is on that one. Let's check it out. Probably. Yeah, I would think so. Secret Rare Black Panther. Where are you? Where are you, Black Panther? I like this comic too. This is cool. $450. Oh man, I don't want to say anything bad about this comic, but you know, it's the first appearance of Okoye and Dora, which is cool. So they're big in the, you know, in the movies. They're okay. But I can do a lot for $450. You know what Secret Rare I can get for $450? This one. You know what Secret Rare I can get for $450? This one. You know what Secret Rare I could get for $450? This one. So, yeah, man. Up to you, though. I don't know. I would say I agree. More people, including women, prefer to watch MCU movies than Star Wars. It reaches a broader audience. Yeah, like, Marvel itself, if you want to compare, this goes back to the Thor versus Vader argument. If you want to compare what's more popular, all the entire Marvel universe of movies or just Star Wars, I mean, it's most likely Marvel. I mean, in terms of like, they remember when you make the comparisons, okay, of the top movies individually. Like if you throw all the Marvel movies in one basket and say Marvel makes more than Star Wars does, so that's because they do 3 times the amount of movies, right? They have like Marvel's putting out movies all the time. Star Wars is not producing movies at that level because it can't, because the story is smaller. All right. Now they're getting bigger, the shows that are coming on Disney Plus for Star Wars, there's more shows like, or at least as many as Marvel. And by the way, the shows on Disney Plus, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is the #1 show in the history of Disney Plus. The #1 stream show of all time on Disney Plus, beating all the Marvel shows. Okay. All of them. So you really want to get into it, we can get into it, because MCU, they produce bigger, like, like more movies. So they all add up in terms of overall. So when you just throw a blanket number out like, oh yeah, Marvel movies make way more than Star Wars, you have to factor in per movie. Now, if you go to the top movies of all time, you want to check out the top movies of all time? Let's do this really quick. Okay. Okay, let's check this out right here. Get the top. The Force Awakens is right at the top. Now you have Avengers, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Avengers, Titanic, and you got Star Wars Last Jedi. But those are multiple movies with different characters. So if you're going to really go at it, you have to compare one movie to another movie. You can't say that Marvel makes more money than Star Wars because they produce way more characters. They have way more movies that they make overall. Now, individually, #1 right there for you. Boom. The Force Awakens. Okay. So which is more popular? Now, I think the MCU is more popular overall because there's like you said, there's just way more characters, right? Way more movies. So they have a broader reach because more people can go to them. And now they're expanding their universe into they're diversifying with different cultures and stuff. It's really great. So you said Waiters, definitely top 5. What is your top 5? I do agree. Well, it's, it's Partners, Vader, Todd, Secret Rare Spider-Man. And those are just collectibles. Marvel Comics 1, Fantastic Four 1. I mean, all those, right? Those are the top. Everybody knows they're all at the top. The tippity top. Guys, go about Black Panther's comics, ultra rare, action, very cheap. Okay. I don't know what that means. Secret Rare Thor gets a bad rap on VV, but I think he's awesome. I love the animation. Yeah, he's awesome. He's fantastic. Maximum Customs. Right now, I think I'm going to stack ASM #1 commons, uncommons, my friend. Could be wrong, but I feel like the uncommons and the commons will sell faster than the ultra rares and secret rares. Could be dead wrong, though. No, you're right. Cheaper stuff sells faster. Okay? And it's true. You'll never have a problem selling Amazing Spider-Man #1, the uncommon or the common, ever. So if you want liquidity in the app, pick stuff people buy. I've always said that the fastest selling stuff in this app, usually, generally speaking, is Spider-Man comics. They always do great. If you need to liquefy them or whatever, you'll have no problem. And, it's easier. The more expensive stuff gets, the harder it is to sell, right? I went to Decon. Let's see right here. Jay Sands. I went to Decon and won the Darth Vader Ultra Rare in the raffle. Jay Sands. And the biggest bro almost won one. He missed by one number. Oh! Congrats, Jay Sands. That is so awesome. I wish I was there. Action Comics 1 secret rare prices will be crazy in the aftermarket, right after the drop, I think. Action Comics 1? So if we get Action Comics 1, yeah, if we get Action Comics 1, that would be insane. Talking about Superman's comic, right? Because I don't know if we'll get that ever. I don't know if we'll ever get that. Been here since April. Never got a secret rare. Oh, Jeremy, you, me, and Roberto there. We got to... Tomorrow's our day, right? What are some of the art grails on VV, in my opinion? I think that's still to be determined. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I don't really have a pick for that yet. You know, we'll just see how it goes. I think it's still to be determined. And I think Banksy, if he comes, then you'll have your grail. I'm not going for 252 rare. Look at the second listing. Yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at that. I got to look at that again. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely bazonked. That is crazy. Boom. Let's check the rare. Yeah. Oh, you got it right there, Sunday Buckets. That's you. Oh, man. Well, that price you're selling for is not too shabby, my friend. Wow. That 2288. I didn't even know that was you. That's so funny. We were looking at it, and you're probably wondering if I was going to mention something. I didn't see that. That's funny, Sunday Buckets. Good luck on selling that, man. But what you do is you buy the bottom one, and then you're the floor. Dude, you might want to just delist and wait. I also noticed that since you dropped one of your recent videos about stacking up on Green Goblin's first appearance, the floor of the uncommons was lower than the commons, so I picked up a few uncommons. Yeah, the uncommons great as well. That comic is really great. I mean, it was down to like 7 or 8 or something like that. It's just ridiculous. So, you know, I'm scoping it out, looking for deals. You know, it's a great one. You know, there's more, just a lot of editions of that comic, but still, it sells really fast and it's good. I like the uncommons, Master Collector. Will number one in the app mean anything in the future? First appearance on the blockchain mean anything? Yeah, I think so, man. It's always about being first. First appearance counts. Number one on the blockchain, like in terms of Todd. Yeah, that's why he's like still above and holding strong, because it's Todd. Like, he's not going down to 1400. You know, it's just not. Unless we have some massive crash or something. But even in this crazy market, he's still holding up. And when Vader dropped and people were comparing him, he went back up to 3. You know, so yeah, number one counts. It always will count. It's like that in collecting. The first of anything always counts. It's selling quickly under 2K. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Grail. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said. Thanks for bringing so much knowledge and entertainment. Great job. Thanks so much. Fun under the sun. It's good. Yeah. Well, on that comment, guys, I got to go. Holy smokes. I didn't realize what time it was. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. You know, thanks everybody. I really appreciate hanging out with you. Check out, if you want a drop head shirt, go to eBay. I put the link in the description. There's only like 6 or 7 left now. So you can grab one. Super fun. And, you know, we'll see you in the next video for sure. I'll live stream on Wednesday again. I might live stream tomorrow if I feel like it. I just feel like chatting with everybody. It's super fun. But yeah, good luck on that comic tomorrow. It's a good one, everybody. I'm going for it. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what comes as well. But like I said, I'm focusing on Grails right now. Good luck, Sunday Buckets, about selling that one. Hopefully you can sell that one. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next live stream. Peace out. Happy collecting. See you later. Bye.